Oh, hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you're all happy and dandy. It's a Saturday morning, 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and I'm sitting there indoors and I'm thinking, you know what? Let's go and have a look at this. What we got here, right? This is a lightning cable for an iPhone. Well, any iPhone really. It's got the little connector. Proper iPhone cable apparently, and we'll go into that in detail in a minute. Made by Torro, you know Torro by now, and I'm pleased to say, by the way, look at the box. This is brilliant. So without further ado, getting telephone notifications all over the place, without any further ado, let's zoom in a little bit more, because you want to see this. You don't be seeing me, do you? You want to be seeing this. Let's zoom you in a little bit and we'll have a look at it, shall we? Right, you lot, here we go. So this is what we've got. We've got a nice box to start with, and as I've said in the past in other videos, packaging is important to take notice at, because companies spend a lot of time and money making their packing, designing their packing. We've got a nice textured box with Torro on the front. That's textured as well. On the back there's a sticker, and the sticker says, I'll put it there, hopefully you can read it if you want to read it. It says made for iPhone XS Max, iPhone XS, all them different iPhones and iPads there. And use of the made for Apple badge means that the accessory has been designed to connect specifically to this. You know, I can't read it properly on the side, but you can read it, and I'm sure you're perfectly capable of reading, unless you can't read. But basically, this has been made to Apple's standard. You know, Apple have looked at this cable and said, that is okay. You may use it, and you may use our made for badge. I do believe, I asked a question, and I do believe the whole product is made in England, in Britain. As far as I understand, because I asked a question and the answer I got led me to believe that everything, the cable itself, the actual inside cable and everything, is a British product. None of this China rubbish. So what we've got is a lovely cable with a little cable tie there with a little popper on it, and it's actually a quality cable. Of course, I've tested it on my iPhone 12 Pro, and from 20% battery it charged it up to 100% in around about an hour and a half. Now, to tell you the truth, I must admit I don't know whether an hour and a half is normal. I've never really looked at the charging time. I charge it when it's charged. I come and check it every now and again. I take it off charge. I never leave it charged overnight. I just, when it's charged 100%, I take it off charge. I never look at the time, but I did time this, and from 20% to 100 was about an hour and a half, roughly, give or take. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It works perfectly well. So the little cable tie thing is actually attached to the wire, so you can't lose it, and it's good quality as well. Proper nice. You know, they honestly, they use good quality leather, and it's got good quality popper on it, and it doesn't, well, it probably could, I don't know if it could move. Yeah, it can move. It can slide up and down if you want it to slide up and down, but you can't lose it because on the cable is wrapped in a very good, in a very good quality leather with a nice stitch. I've never ever seen a leather wrapped cable before, let alone an iPhone lightning cable. The USB is nice. It fits into a USB slot well, nice and tight, no jiggling around and loose connections. You got a little Torro badge on that there, and it's a good quality. Sometimes you get the cheap ones, this little bit of plastic wobbles around and all that. No, it seems to be good quality. There isn't any I forget what you'd call them, but like a little safety thing on the cable there to stop you pulling the wire, because what a lot of people do, because they don't think, and they haven't, they just don't think, a lot of people, do they? Instead of when you take a cable out, you don't hold it by this and pull it, they pull it by the wire. Same for this end. They pull it by the wire. So it would be nice to see. I mean, I don't know how sturdy this is. I don't pull cables by the wire. I get hold of the actual plug itself and pull the plug out. But it would be nice to see, for those people who are a little bit rough-handed and inconsiderate, to have some kind of, it's gone out of my head what you'd call it, but you know what I mean, the little safety thing what goes on the cable and clamps the cable, but also clamps the plug itself on the outside to stop you pulling the wire out. But again, it might be very durable. But then again, this product is aimed at people who actually care about their stuff, isn't it? So, I mean, who's going to pay £10, $9.95 at the time of purchasing for a cable, unless you actually care? People who don't care about their stuff are just going to buy a cheap Chinese one, aren't they? And then wonder why it breaks. So, it's very good. And what can you say about a cable? Like I say, tested it, works brilliantly. I haven't tested it with data. I don't use my iPhone in conjunction with my MacBook. If I do, it's all AirDrop. I don't actually transfer data, so on that front, can't tell you. But it charges brilliant. That's what we want a charging cable for, isn't it? To charge. So yeah, it's a brilliant thumbs up. Excellent, absolutely excellent. Really happy with this cable. I could definitely recommend it. As you've already seen, you've got the Torro brand in there. All I need now is I've got two cases. I've got this one and I've got the other one. I've got a wallet to match, and now I've got the cable. I've got the Torro bug, my friends. I've got the Torro bug. Now all I need is one of those bags. You know, those bags. But they're slightly out of my price range at the moment. But who knows? If you lot keep watching my videos, I might better afford one day. So there we go, you lot. I must say, I'm impressed. I really am. It would be nice to see a little bit of protection sort of around the plug, but you know, I would imagine they've tested these. If it all being made in Britain, none of this is Chinese. With it all being made in Britain, the quality's going to be a lot better. I would have thought they would have tested these a lot, and you know, pulled them by the wire and wiggled them about as you do, because you get people do all kinds of things, don't you? They plug them in. Oh, that's one thing to mention. It plugs in very well to the phone. You know, it's a nice click when you plug it in. Nice click, doesn't just slot in and wiggle around, it clicks in nicely. And you get people wiggle them around, don't you? They yank them out, and instead of getting hold of the plug like that. They would have tested that to a great extent, I would have thought, because obviously that has to be taken apart in order to get the leather inside, because it's not just up to the plug, the leather actually goes inside, around the little plastic bit, goes inside there. So you know, I would imagine that would be tested to a great extent. But brilliant cable, really good. Worth the money? I would say so, yeah. Given that the fact that it's the workmanship and the quality is there as well, and it performs. So, thumbs up, really good. I'll catch you on the next one, you lot. Well, hopefully I'll have one of those bags to show you all and give a little review on. All the best, and enjoy yourselves, because as I keep saying, that is what life is all about.